What in the hell is this right here? It's been closed for weeks. This is crazy. Hey there, everybody. Good morning. It is Casey and Cookie on our way to, where are we going? We're going to go to the dog park right now. We've got some laundry tumbling around, as we typically do on Mondays. And so we went to go check out the car wash again, which is only open till 6 p.m. and has not been open for weeks. And it says temporarily closed for maintenance. And that's a load of bullshit because, yeah, they're not maintaining anything. They closed it for the coronavirus, which doesn't even make any sense. It's an automated machine. Robots are not supposed to take off time for coronavirus. I've just decided, I walked into the laundromat, and there's signs everywhere that said, like, per Governor Scott, like, you are not allowed to talk to us, like, you cannot approach the counter, like, yada yada yada, dee, and I'm just like, okay, this woman's out of control. Like, this is a small business owner that's, like, terrified to death of coronavirus, and I've noticed that she's there every day. I don't know if that's just coincidental, but probably more likely than not, it is probably, yeah, this is not cool. Wait, I'm not going to go this way. I'm going to cut up a different road. It's part of my issue. Give this guy some room. Okay. I'm not sure if that's the road I came down. Oh, no, this is the road I'm looking for. We're trying to find a dog park. The coronavirus, yeah, if you're scared to death of the coronavirus, you should probably have one of your employees that, like, is less scared running the place, because she is acting like completely insane. Like, when I went there last week and I walked up to the fucking counter, because you could still walk up to the counter then, and like I told you guys, she had like carts laying on the ground, like blocking off the freaking the ability to get to the counter, and I asked her for some change for her overpriced vacuum cleaner, and she like got repulsed, and like now there's all these signs that say, like, we will not give change, we will not talk to you, do not approach the counter, there are no exceptions to this policy, stay the hell away from us. Like, I'm sitting there thinking, man, this is crazy. I found this place last night. I don't think you guys were with me still, but maybe you were. It's a sports club, and I did not know it was back here. So this is like a trailer park row here, which is kind of interesting. So, anyways, good morning, everybody. It is Casey on his day off, so I'm for once not looking like ragged and decrepit. I was able to sleep today. We slept all the way till 6:30, which is an extra 2 hours of sleep for us, me and Cookie. Cookie has been very excited all day long that I am not going to work, so she's been following me around and like sitting on my foot and things of that nature. And now she's getting to go to the dog park, and she's pretty excited about that too. So while the laundry machines are rolling, and we've only got 10 minutes left till the laundry machine is done anyways. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. I don't know. We're going to have to figure out some stuff. I'm kind of curious about this right here. Let me show you guys. Okay, so this is like what they would refer to as a trailer park, right? But Vermont style. There's just a handful of trailers. And I've been reading about these things on my real estate investing programs and how to make money with them. And so I'm curious. I didn't even think they had them here, but it ends up they do. So interesting stuff. Okay, so you are with me, and we are at the dog place, and here we go. Off to walk the puppy and see if there's any other puppies that she can. Okay, so we're at the hospital, which is where the dog park is, and she knows it because she's very excited, but I can't find a damn fucking spot to save my life right now. Like, literally, every single spot to park in this entire, there we go, part of the hospital is just jam-packed with people. There we go. There's a bunch of spots down here. Okay, crisis averted. I was a little bit concerned. It's like, how in the hell is every spot at the hospital filled? All right, let's go walk this thing. All right, guys, we found it. Look how beautiful it is out today. So solar panels in the background. Found ourselves a parking spot. Gigantic. I don't know what the hell that is. Wheat? Oh, Cookie loves that shit. Leashed dogs only to and from the park. And that is the dog park. So that's where we're trying to get to. We don't have too much time on our hands because, like I said, the laundry machine's finishing up right about now, and we still have to drive back there. And it's 10 minutes away. So, but I'm going to give her a minute to run around and smell all the other dogs, which is her favorite thing in the world to do before we continue onward. So we've continued to do better with our audience here at YouTube. The removal of the prison videos has seemed to do good in getting us a nice and regular audience. So I'm happy. I just still don't have time to do any of the videos the way I would like to. Alright, you're in the big dog section, even though I don't think that you're a big dog. I think that's an overstatement. Come on. Come on, big dog. There's no medium dog section. Alright, go ahead. So, all of these places are horribly landscaped, is that the right word? So it's like, turns into these gigantic mud pits. And not very much fun. But yeah. So there's my dog. Frolicking. Okay, so what else did I have to tell you guys? So I've been working like crazy. We've talked about that. Oh my god, look at this mud. Cookie, let's go back here. Ugh. This is what I'm talking about. Ugh. She's gonna end up getting all muddy and I'm gonna have to go wash her. They just don't have drainage on these things. It hasn't even been raining. There we go. She's already muddy. It doesn't take but a second. So yeah, things have been busy. I've been working like crazy. So has Max. He's been out delivering whatever it is that he delivers, food right now for Grubhub. And it's interesting enough, he's making like $20 an hour for Grubhub, probably on average. So now he's delivering in like the fancy parts of town and everything else. But yeah, that's interesting to know that. Oh, and you have to use your car, so you got to consider both of those things. But that being said, he's making more than I am going to work every single day by doing it that way. And it's only like, it takes him like 5-6 hours to earn what it takes me 12 hours to earn. So even if you work your car into it, oh look who's running. Good girl. Even if you work the car usage into it, if I did like 6 or 7 hours, I would make more. But I'd have to be in the right part of the country, which is not where I'm at right now. So it is what it is. Sad as true. Okay, guys, off we go on some more adventures. All right, guys, so we cleaned the car. Right, Cookie? She jumped in the back, trying to get away from the vacuum. Apparently, she doesn't have a problem with dog vacuums, but she does have a problem with car vacuums. There goes another Jeep. I'm supposed to wave. And there comes see the truck coming in. Anyways, so it was not all that easy for us to get this sucker cleaned. It seems to like just suck in Cookie hair. So $10 though in tokens, and I was able to get the back, front, and the outside. which is not too bad considering that we paid $4 last week at the laundromat just to freaking try to vacuum like my seat right here. But it drives me absolutely bonkers crazy when I come to get into the car and it's just like, nah, disgusting. Okay, so it's very interesting to me right now with the gas prices too. On a side note, right here is $1.89 at the Mobil. And let's see here. Here comes Citgo. Also $1.89. These guys tend to match each other. Whereas it's $1.74 just a block over on Main Street. So this is like not Main Street. So it's curious to me why it would be 10 cents difference here. And then you go to other places, I bet you if I start driving towards work, it's like $1.99 or something like that. And it's kind of frustrating because normally I don't care. I just go wherever. They're all within a couple of cents of each other. But right now, because of everything that's going on or whatever with the oil prices, like it's all over the place. And we try to primarily use Shell gasoline because I have a Shell card. And I try to put all my gas on there. But Shell is not being the most responsive to fuel prices. So like a lot of times, if it's $1.92 everywhere else, it's like $2.09 at the Shell station. I'm like, fuck, just to use this credit card, because I've got other credit cards that will approve, you know, and I can use right there. But I try to keep all the gas on the gas card so that I know what we're paying in gas. So yeah, it's kind of what you would call it, kind of crappy. So yeah, I guess it is what it is, right? So that is the situation with the gasoline. Kind of weird right now. We are going to yet another dog park right now because it's 9:45. I did the laundry. Didn't have that much this week. And so now I'm just trying to like keep Cookie entertained and take her places. She's back there sleeping, which is not what she's supposed to be doing. She's supposed to be riding around with me and paying attention to everywhere we go, so that, there we go, that's better, because we do not want her sleeping all day, which is what she does most of the time. Oh, what's this Vermont information? Blue Star Highway. Yeah, I'm on the Blue Star Highway, whatever that may be. So let me think, anything else of excitement that's going on? No, I can't think that there is, you know. The coronavirus thing is still going crazy. I just watched like a guy come in with a mask, and I couldn't figure out exactly what was going on, but I guess this woman like touched his stuff in some way, shape, or form. And so they were like yelling at each other, but then like not really. And then like at the end they were like, "Thank you very much." "Oh, well, thank you." And I'm like watching this thing, and everyone is reacting very, very, very oddly out there in the world. You guys all know this, really. You know, you guys actually probably know it better than me. But as I said, by the time this video gets published 3 months from now, I bet you this is all, everyone's fine. No one even knows anyone who's died from it. And that everything continues as it always has in life. And that this whole freak out was over nothing. Now, what I don't think is going to change, as far as my predictions go here, I think that the $1.95 right here, this is crazy. I'm right next to the highway now. I wonder if that's got something to do with it. What was I saying? Oh, my predictions. Okay. My predictions is that the economic damage is going to be worse. Right now, today, the Dow or the NASDAQ is up like 250 points. And they're all like optimistic on coronavirus stuff. Now, granted, it dropped quite a bit. So that's like 4%, but it dropped like 25%. So it's just a little bit of a, what I would call a dead cat bounce, in my opinion. Because I think that the long-term damage from the way they're responding to this thing and the way everyone's freaking out is going to be $40,000 house for sale. That's interesting. I think that the long-term damage is going to be a lot worse than anyone anticipates. So, or well, not that anyone anticipates, but than what they're thinking today. Because one of the things that you may have seen, or that I saw at least, was the unemployment stuff, right? They were all like, oh, it may be as much as 3%, or 3 million new claims, which would be a record setting. And I'm like, man, this shit's gonna blow up. It's gonna be a whole lot. It was like 6 million. Because they're just, even all these analysts, they sit in their offices in New York, and this is my big theory on life, that, and I used to live in DC, remind you, right there outside of DC for most of my life, so I know how people in that area think, but I just don't think they have any connection to the rest of the country, and that soon after getting there, so if you elect somebody, let's say you're in Michigan, and you send your little local representative to Michigan, it doesn't take them very long to get there and start thinking like a DC person. And DC people, well, that's where all the analysts are and everything else, just don't know what's going on in the real world. Oh man, there's a bunch of dogs there. Last time I took Cookie in with a bunch of dogs, she tried to eat everyone. So I think maybe I'll pass on that one today. We're just driving you around, Cookie. I know. Go find somewhere else to walk you. I'm sorry, but you can't behave yourself with other dogs, and you already know you can't. There's a bunch of people in there staring at their phones, and their dogs are playing, and you're going to go in there and try to eat them both if I take you in there. So, yeah, I think the long-term damage is going to be worse than anticipated to the economy, and I think that the people who live in DC do not see this type of stuff, and that includes New York, that whole what do they call it, megalopolis or whatever it's called. I'd be willing to bet you that there continues to be trouble long past what they think, because for a lot of them, they're either A, still getting paid because they get paid by the federal government, or they make a large amount of money compared to the rest of the country. And not saying that it doesn't affect them as well, but it's just not the same. You know, your job is still going to be there, your industry is still going to be there. And then when you move to places like here, and you've got all these small businesses and everything else that barely make it each month, and have to pay all these people and everything else, you know, I don't know. I'm just not as confident. Now, I don't think the world's coming to an end. It will eventually bounce back. But here's my prediction. 3 months from now, the coronavirus is not even anything worth talking about anymore. It didn't have any substantial impact on the population of the world, and was just a blip on the radar, and it would have been the same even if they didn't respond to this. However, the economic damage from the response that they have initiated will be long-lasting, and will be in a recession. Maybe not forever. Well, definitely not forever. Let me rephrase that. Not forever, but let's call it one of those 12 to 18 month sort of recessions, as the cycle resets itself. And so that is my grand prediction. See you guys in a bit. All right, so change of plans again. As you saw, we went to the dog park, and there was a bunch of dogs there. And we don't trust Cookie around dogs, at least not right now. So we went to the regular park, where there are also dogs and a lot of people out here. Monday, in the middle of the day. So once again, this shows you kind of what they've done with the coronavirus and how things are going on, because it used to be, it's a little bit warmer outside, but it's only 45 degrees. So it's not like it's exactly tropical. But the sun's shining and stuff, so that's got to have a part to it. But there's kids everywhere that would normally be in school, and there's all these people out here on bikes. I'm not talking there's a couple people. The whole parking lot is full of people getting out bikes, and this is a biking park. So that's not particularly unheard of. But that should just give you an idea. All these people should be working or going to school or whatever. And instead, they're out in the parks not spending any money. So that's the economy coming to a complete and total standstill. And there's long-lasting repercussions for this, especially for people and businesses on the lower end of the spectrum. See, look. See the bikes? That's what's going on. All right, more in a bit. Look, kids on bikes. It's crazy. It's everywhere. What are we going to do? I don't know. Okay, guys, so we are out trying to figure this out. There's a bunch of cows. Look at the conditions of these roads. I'm trying to figure out where this trail is so that we could take Cookie on a walk. But yeah, there's either like signs blocking it, like do not like loiter, and I don't know exactly what that means. I'm getting very confused. And then I go down and I start finding roads like this. So, Jesus, we're lost. We're trying to find the road though. And, well, we're trying to find some area. This is called Bald Mountain. And, yeah, that's basically what we're trying to do right now, is we're trying to figure out how to get up Bald Mountain and take the dog on a walk. But it might not be possible. I don't know. If it is, I have yet to be able to figure it out. So, private property, there's a lot of signs that say that. Hopefully we don't get pop tire or something, because that would not be fun right now. Right, Cookie? Yeah, she agrees. She just wants to go out and explore. See if I can figure it out. Okay, so we are at the mountain, and I have no clue if I'm in the right place, the wrong place, or no place at all. Well, I know I'm in the wrong place, I should say. Better way to put it is I have no clue where I am. This is a National Bird Wildlife Monitoring Area. So there's the Jeep. There's a freaking parking spot here. And there seems to be like a beaten path this direction. So that's what we're doing. We are off venturing off into the middle of nowhere for unknown reasons. It's kind of cool though. Look at the picturesque views. Almost looks like Arizona or something more than Vermont. What in the world? That's what we've decided to do? Oi, oi, oi. Okay, guys, let's see if I find anything interesting up here. Okay, so, due to the amount of ticks that I've already found on myself, we are calling it quits. Although this is interesting, because we're like, God, what the fuck is that? There's a goddamn waterfall right there. This is, can you guys hear it? You see it? The waterfall down into a pool. Wow. Okay, so, and there's another car, which is going to prove to be interesting. Let's see here. Oh, he's got up. Yeah, so there's literally a random waterfall right there. Not listed anywhere that I saw. I wonder where he's going to. The car that we cleaned is no longer clean. So there's that issue too. Whoa, feels like we're going really, really fast. We're going 25. This is a commercial for a Jeep waiting to happen, but the good thing about this area is that there's no people around. That's like the first car I've seen in a long ass time, which is generally my preference. Everywhere you go these days, because of this super virus or whatever, There's just like tons of people. Everything's closed, so everyone's like out at the same spots doing the same thing. So, not that I'm worried about the virus, I just don't like people. So, I've been trying my best to avoid them and looking for off the beaten path sort of places. And yeah, that's what I think we found here, but we're gonna end up busting a tire back here. But anyways, we are going to continue our journey, and we're going to get out of here and make it to the house. There's a random car right here too. So I think you're allowed to hunt up here. So it's quite possible that hunters might be out here hunting if it's some sort of hunting season. Anyways, guys, all right, back to the house I go. Okay, guys, we are in a freaking crystal clear river here. I knew that she would go out into this sucker, and I just found a tick on me. So I wanted to help wash away any ticks that she might have. Look at that. That's freaking pristine water. I don't know if you guys can see how clear that is, but that's pretty fucking awesome, as a matter of fact. This is where, did I show you the waterfall? Yeah, I did just show you the waterfall, the random waterfall we ran into. So, let's see, could I get across this somehow, Cookie? I know you could get across this. But could I get across it? Well, I've always wanted a dog that's not scared of water, and I finally got one. She doesn't even think twice about it. So anyways, okay guys, just wanted to show you the cool crystal clear river, creek, stream, whatever it may be, and the dog venturing through it. Good girl. Okay, all right. Okay guys, so I'm back at the house. We have taken Cookie to the de-ticking facility, and she is there now, de-ticked and puffed out. And yeah, that's about it. It is time to watch another episode of Ozarks and then go to sleep and do it all again tomorrow with back to work and all of that jazz. All right, thank you guys for hanging out with me today.